So today we're doing a 20-minute sequence that will be focused on working on your core. And it's not too long, just in case you don't want or feel like you want to do anything, but you know that you should. We want to keep our bodies healthy and strong, especially because of what's going on. So we're going to get started lying on our backs in Supta Baddha Konasana. Come to lie down with your feet, soles of your feet to touch. And then just let your arms fall by your side, palm facing up, and allow your eyes to close. And do a quick Pranayama exercise. Taking deep inhales through the nose and out the nose. Noticing where the breath is concentrated. You're trying to get deep belly breaths here, so focus on pulling them all the way down. As you inhale, fill up your chest, and send that breath all the way down to your belly. Feel your tummy rise. Exhaling out the nose. Feel your belly collapse, your chest. Back to normal. Deep inhale through the nose. And deep and slow exhale out the nose. Taking 2 deep cleansing breaths. Exhale all your breath. Deep inhale, fill up, and hold it at the top. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open the mouth and let it out with a ha. Deep inhale up through the nose, fill up for 1 more cleansing breath. All the way belly, chest. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling out the mouth, ha. The awareness back on the breath. Deep inhales in and out through the nose. This time exhaling twice as long as your inhale. So breathing in for 2, 1. Exhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling for 2, 1. Exhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep going a few more rounds at your own pace, following your own count. Just keep working on exhaling. Make them slow, steady, and long. Focusing on calming out your nervous system. A slow and calm nervous system means healthier immune system. So keep practicing on slowing down your exhales whenever you feel any tension, any stress, any type of energy that doesn't serve you. Letting your breath return back to normal now. And working on your Ujjayi breath, which is your warrior breath, your yogic breath. Inhale and exhale through the nose, pretending we have a tiny straw at the back of the throat where the air flows in and out of, constricting it and making the sounds of the ocean, a whisper, or the waves. My dog is being naughty. So just keep your Ujjayi breath, your warrior breath, and staying centered to that breath. Let's come back up. So slowly work yourself back up to seated position. And let's come onto our tabletop, hands and knees. Your knees are underneath your hips, hip distance apart. Your toes can be tucked or pointed. Your hands are shoulder distance apart, a little bit wider. Fingers are spread out. And your wrist creases are parallel to the top of the mat. Index fingers are perpendicular to your wrists. Your thumbs are drawing the mat apart. apart, but not actually moving them. We're hugging the outer upper arms in towards each other, pushing the floor away so our shoulder blades are protracted. They're away from each other and against your back. You're hugging your belly in, engaging Mula Bandha, which is firing your pelvic floor, really squeezing it like you have to pee or you're doing a kegel. And then as you do this, we're going to send the tailbone down as you exhale, rounding the belly or the spine, letting the head drop. As you inhale, send the tailbone up, drop the belly towards the mat, and gently look up. Exhale, send the tailbone down, belly to spine. Let the head go, push the floor away. Inhale, coming back up with your tailbone, your belly is going down, and your gaze is lifting. A few more rounds of cat and cow to gently warm up the spine, following each breath. And your next inhale, coming back to neutral. And as you exhale, step your feet back into plank. We're going to be holding plank for a few breath counts, so make sure to set up everything. Hugging those outer upper arms in, engage Mula Bandha, which will help you hold the plank longer. Really pushing the floor away. You're not dumping the weight onto your hands or your wrists. Your thighs are engaged by sending the kneecaps towards the hips. Your heels are kicking an imaginary back wall. And just hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And as you exhale, come all the way down to your belly. Point your toes, hands in line with your nipple line, hugging the elbows in. Inhale, peel your head, neck, and shoulder away from the mat. Exhale, coming back down. Inhale, peeling head, neck, and shoulder away. Exhale, coming back down. One more time. Inhale, peel up. Really draw the mat away with your front hands. Hug those elbows in towards each other. And on your next exhale, rolling all the way down. Tucking your toes, pushing the floor away with your hands and the hips up and back into downward facing dog. In down dog. Pedal out the feet. Bending one knee, bending the opposite, but work on really drawing those heels towards the mat. Don't forget you're still engaging Mula Bandha. Drawing the lower ribs towards your hips will prevent you from banana backing. You want a straight long spine. Pushing the floor away with your hands. Coming still in our down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up. And as you exhale, open up into three-legged dog, sending the left heel towards the mat, lifting the left armpit so we're not collapsing, the shoulders are squared. With every inhale, keep lifting that right knee and opening up towards the left side. With every exhale, keep drawing the left heel towards the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, drop the right knee behind the right wrist. Left foot behind the left wrist, coming into pigeon. Point the back toes. Send the right hip back, the left hip forward. And as you exhale, fold your torso towards the mat, melting the heart forward. If the shin is parallel, make sure to flex the foot. If not, point the toes. If you want any feelings to be generated from your back hip, not the knee. And staying here for a few breaths. Your head can rest on your forearms or on a pillow if you have a block. Also great. On your next inhale, begin to slowly come up. Push the floor away with your hands, tuck the back toes, hips up and back, downward facing dog. One breath here. Stay for the exhale. On the next inhale, lift that left leg up. Open up into three-legged dog, sending the right heel towards the mat. Squaring the right shoulder blade, lifting that right armpit. And really opening up with every breath. Towards the right, side to side. And on your next exhale, bring that left knee behind the left wrist. Right foot, left foot, right wrist. Drop the back toes, point them onto the mat. Square the hips, sending the left hip back, the right hip forward. Exhale, melt forward. Checking in again with the intensity, feeling it at the hips. If you have any knee pain, come back out with this pose gently. There's also a lot of space behind your glute and the mat. You can rest, roll up a towel, roll up a sweater, whatever you got nearby. And on your next inhale, slowly coming back up. Exhaling, tuck the toes, hips up and back, downward facing dog. From here, bend the knees, look towards your hands, walk up top of your mat, and come to stand. I'm going to roll our mat now. 1, 2, 3. Just doing some quick core workouts. If you have some socks that are super slippy slidey, put them on. If not, I have gliders, which I actually got at Winners. And they help because they have a smooth surface and then an actual like vinyl surface where my feet will stick to. Or you could just use some socks, which I actually tried before, so it works. What we're going to be doing is your forearms onto the mat, so coming into Dolphin Pose. And you want to check that your shoulders are underneath your elbows or your elbows are underneath your shoulders. Hands can be clasped or straight down. And then we're going to place our feet on gliders if you're lucky enough to have those. If not, your socks with your toes tucked. And then as you inhale, protract, push the shoulder blades away and against your back. And then as you exhale, step the feet back into plank. From here, as you inhale, lift the hips up and back into dolphin. Exhaling back out. We're going to do this 10 more times. Taking a breath, then doing 10 more. Try to get the hips above your shoulders. That is the goal. Pushing the floor away, pushing into your forearms. You're not collapsing your weight into your arms. Really pushing the floor away. You're protracting. You're engaging with the bundle. Your core is fired up. And now 10 more. And you might feel like you might want to die. Take a breath here. And here we go. Another set of 10. Take a breath in, push the floor away. And as you exhale, step back and lift. Staying connected to your breath. It's a huge core workout. Pretty intense. So keep breathing. Focusing on slowing the exhales. So we've got 10 more to do. And Woo. Good job. From here, come back onto your mat. And curl. Let's come to lie on our backs. Your feet at hip distance apart, soles of the feet on the mat. Arms by your side, palms facing down. Press on all three corners of the foot. Big toe mount, the heel, baby toe mount. Bring those heels as close to your glutes as you can. Taking a breath here. Staying for the exhale. Just think of lifting your sit bones towards your knees so that you're tilting your pelvis posteriorly. Engage Mula Bandha. Press onto the feet. And as you exhale, lift up into bridge. Really work on squeezing the glutes together. Lifting those hips as high as you can. If it's accessible, you can tuck in a shoulder, tuck in the other, and clasp your hands behind your back. If you can hold on to your heels with your hands, but keep pressing onto all three corners of the foot. Lift higher. Your chin is tucked into your chest. And you're squeezing the thighs. An imaginary block is there. And I'm coming around to see if I can get it out. So keep squeezing between your legs. Holding here for another 10. Squeeze hard. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And as you exhale, untuck the shoulders, unclasp the hands if they are. And as you exhale, slowly releasing the vertebrae one at a time back onto the mat. And then windshield wiper your knees side to side. Coming back to neutral. Let's get ready to do this again. So again, pressing all three corners of your foot down, tilting the pelvis. So sit bones to knees. Point them up. Your low back still on the mat. You should notice actually as you do this, that you're connecting more of your spine and your back onto the floor. As you exhale, come back up. Push onto the floor. Lift the hips as high as you can. Tuck the shoulders. And chin tuck towards your chest. Maybe lift a little higher. Keep pushing and squeezing those thighs, the imaginary block. And as you exhale, pressing a little bit harder onto the floor, can you lift the hips a little bit more? Your glutes are fired up right now. Holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Keep squeezing your thighs. 5, 4, 3, glutes squeeze in, 2, 1, exhale, slowly release back down. Windshield wiper the legs. And guess what? Last one. We got one more. Plant the feet. Tilt the pelvis. Exhale, lift up. Tuck your chin. Tuck your elbows in. Keep pressing on and squeezing that block. Staying connected to your breath. Focus on nothing else if that. Breathe in, belly fills. Slow the exhale. Feel the burn. Know that you're doing something good for your body. We've got 10 more in us. 9, 8, 7, lay low, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and as you exhale, slowly bring it down, earn the release. Windshield wiper. My bum is on fire. And I'm happy. Back to neutral. Hands behind your thighs, rolling up and down. Coming to sit. Cross the legs out in front and step back into plank. Set yourself up. Hands underneath your shoulders. Engage your thighs. Fire move up under your core. Push the floor away. Draw the mat apart with your thighs. You're kicking whatever's behind you. If you need to come into your forearms, that's fine too. Just remember to keep pushing the floor away. Your shoulders are protracting. Pushing against your back and away from each other. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Three big breaths in down dog. Deep inhale, fill up. As you exhale out the mouth, let it go. On your next inhale, bring your big toes to touch. And as you exhale, rolling onto the outside of the right foot, hug the outer upper arm in. Lift the left arm towards the ceiling and lift the hip along with it. Push onto the floor. And maybe the side plank on the right. Option to step that left foot out in front. Really push the hips up and back. Option to pick up that left leg if you want to go for the challenge. You're not here for long. Staying here for 3 more breaths. Exhale, coming back into plank. 1 breath here. Big toes to touch. Exhale, rolling out to the left side. Right arm up. Hugging that outer upper left arm in. Lifting the hips. Picking up that top foot. Feet are engaged. Exhale, foot back down, rolling back into plank. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. And from here, come back into tabletop, knees to the mat. Big toes to touch. hips wide on the mat. Sit into child's pose, letting your forehead rest on your mat. Bringing the awareness back to your breath. Long inhales, long exhales, deep and steady. When you're ready, walking your hands up towards your midline. Inhale, lifting the arms up overhead. Exhale, bringing your hands to heart center. Bowing our heads. Taking the time now from my grateful heart to yours to thank you for dedicating this time to yourself, your body, to staying healthy, your practice, and for supporting our studio. Sending my love and healing energy your way. Namaste.